So last time we talked about hand gestures, and there was one thing I left out that I really want to discuss today, and that's how you can use hand gestures to anchor a message. What's an anchor? An anchor is something you come back to that plants something in the audience's minds and makes it more familiar every time you bring it up. The example I want to talk about, in my case, is from my semifinal speech at the World Championships of Public Speaking called The Treasure. In the speech, it's about me and my father, and I use this gesture, like a praying hand, as my anchor. And it appears, the first time it appears in the story, it's my father speaking, and he says to me, the only thing that matters is the time you spend with a family. You know, he does this kind of Italian thing. And then halfway through the speech, spoiler alert, so if you actually want to see the speech, which will be up on my YouTube channel, you will see it, so watch that, then come back to this. But midway through the speech, my father gets into a car accident, and then I hear his voice in my head. And when I hear his voice in my head, what I hear are the words, all that matters in life is the time you spend with family. And by clasping my hands together, I'm encompassing my dad's conversation and his words. It becomes a trigger. At the end of the speech, I talk about the treasure I get from having my son and the treasure of time. That's the whole underlying message, that time is a treasure. And at the end, I talk about how my father and I now get along. We fought at the beginning of the speech, and that, you know, he still drives me a little bit crazy, and he still gives me all sorts of tips and advice, even if I don't want it. But I close the speech saying, but I am honored to receive such a treasure. And by doing that, again, I'm reinforcing that his saying is, all that matters in life is the time you spend with family. This has also become now a treasure. It means several things. So it's an anchor point using a hand gesture. When my hands come together like this, I'm basically referring to my father and his message, or the spirit of his message, even at the times when I don't say the words. Like I said, at the end, I don't say the words. I just come together like that, and people know. So that's how you can use a hand gesture to anchor a message and to reinforce things, instead of just saying, I'm going to come back to my third point, which was this, this, and this. You can actually do it very nicely, very subtly, and it can actually become very powerful. If you like this video, if you like my tips, I invite you to do two things. Number one, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's always appreciated. And if you like public speaking tips and you want them on a weekly basis, you want no fuss, go to www.unleashyourmessage.net or look at the description at the bottom of this YouTube video. Either way, you can sign up for my weekly e-newsletter. You get one article/audio lesson on public speaking every week. You get a video just like this one, and you get other speaking resources, articles, upcoming seminars, books, tools, everything I think you need that to become a better public speaker. And it's stuff I use myself or have read and thought was really cool. And of course, you get updates on where I'm speaking and what I'm doing from time to time. So if you liked the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, sign up for my newsletter, and until then, keep speaking, keep getting better.